Today we'll be opening the structured deck of Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. So it's been a long time that I actually waited for this structured deck, and if I'm correct, this is the first Rush Duel structured deck. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty excited about this. So my name is Jerome and welcome to Rush Duel Universe. So I don't know if we are the same, but I'm actually the kind of person who likes opening boxes like this carefully. I don't want to destroy when I'm opening it. And yeah, this is actually the box here. I did not let you see it, but here you can see we have Yuga and Luke, and we have here the Duel Links. And this is actually Blue Eyes Bright Dragon, and we have, well, we're gonna see it in here. Okay, now it's time to open this. To open one of these, there is actually something in the side, so you're just gonna peel that off, and by doing so, yeah, that's just removed, and then we can remove here. First things first, we have the ultra rare Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. You can see that it's so cool. So this is the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon Ultra Rare for the structure deck. And of course, we have Blue Eyes White Dragon and another Ultra Rare, as you can see. And of course, this is gonna be the second artwork, not the original artwork. And now for the deck himself, first we have Blue Eyes Bright Dragon, and then we have Blue Eyes Vision Dragon. This too is an amazing support card to special summon or fusion summon Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. As you can see, Blue Eyes Bright Dragon. So this card name become Blue Eyes White Dragon while in your hand. Send the top card from your deck to the graveyard. That is a requirement. And the effect, this turn, this card name become Blue Eyes White Dragon, and it gain 500 attack points. Then if you have a face-up legend normal monster on your field, which is of course gonna be Blue Eyes White Dragon, you can destroy one face-up level 8 or lower monster on your opponent field. And like I said, this is actually an amazing support card for Blue Eyes White Dragon and for summoning Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. Next, here's another amazing support card. This is Blue Eyes Vision Dragon. Blue Eyes Vision Dragon effect, if you have a face-up level 8 or higher dragon type monster on your field, which is gonna be of course Blue Eyes White Dragon, well, for this structure deck, then you can special summon this card from your hand to your field in face-up defense position. Now the requirement is send the top card from your deck to the graveyard. It's just a typical card effect for a Rush Duel card. And then this turn, this card name become Blue Eyes White Dragon, and if you fusion summon Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, this face-up card can be treated as 2 material. I mean, imagine that. Like if you already have Blue Eyes White Dragon in the field and you have polymerization or fusion, you can just use these two to summon Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. That's just an epic effect. Now we have Absolute Lord of D, which is of course based on the card, the iconic card called Lord of D. And then we have Nude of Legend, and then after Nude of Legends will be Soul Drake, and then Phoenix Dragoon. So I was confused at first in this one. I thought it was a alternate artwork for Phoenix Dragon, which is one of my favorite card or one of my favorite support card when it comes to Dragon's deck. But this is actually Phoenix Dragoon with double O. So if you're wondering what is Phoenix Dragoon effect, if you have 10 or more cards in your deck, send one monster from your hand to the graveyard, gain 300 life points. Then if you have a level 8 monster in your graveyard, you can draw 1 card. So after Phoenix Dragoon will be Yo Zanryu, and after Yo Zanryu will be an amazing card. That's gonna be Ancient Arise Dragon, and of course gonna be the combo, which is Ancient Arrive Dragon. And of course, what you're gonna do with Ancient Arise Dragon and Ancient Arrive Dragon without Clear Ice Dragon and Burning Blaze Dragon. I'm gonna show you the effect later on. And then next we have Light Effigy. This is an amazing card for this because you can treat this as 2 tribute, and then of course we need a level 4. We need our strong level 4, and that's gonna be Drago Right or Drago Light. And then we have the Fire Dragon, and then this is Sylphidra, and we have Fairy Dragon. To be honest, I'm not that fan of Fairy Dragon for this. If I'm gonna improve this structure deck, I think Fairy Dragon, I'm just gonna remove it. And next will be Cesta Torero. I seriously have no idea why this card is in here. Cesta Torero effect is shuffle 3 monster from your graveyard into the deck during, and then change 1 attack position level 8 or lower monster opponent field in face-on defense position. Then you can add 1 Cesta hold from your graveyard to your hand. So spoiler alert, there is no Cesta hold in this deck. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it correctly. I'm sorry if I'm not, but yeah. And then next we have Treasure Dragon. I'm also not much fan of Treasure Dragon. Then we have Triad Dragon or Triad, you know. Then the effect of Triad is your opponent has a face-up level 7 or higher monster on their field, and you have 2 face-up non-level 3 Dragon type monster on your field. You can then draw 1 cards. I have mixed feeling with Triad Dragon, so maybe if I'm gonna improve this card, I think I might remove Triad. Then of course, what we're gonna do with a Blue Eyes deck if we don't have Kaibaman. And we have 2 copy of Kaibaman. If you're not an OG Yu-Gi-Oh fan, then you don't know the effect of Kaibaman, then the effect of Kaibaman is just gonna tribute this and then special summon Blue Eyes White Dragon from your hand. And then here is Phoenix Dragon, one of my favorite support card for Dragon deck. And we have 3 copies of Phoenix Dragon. And this is one of my favorite again. This monster is Defender of Dragon Sorcerer. Now the reason why I like this card, because its effect is you can see, send 1 spellcaster or dragon type monster from your hand to the graveyard. Then the effect is 1 monster on your field cannot be destroyed by opponent card effect this turn. This is actually a good counter if your opponent is using 7th Road Magician's deck. Especially, seriously, 7th Road or Yuga starter deck is one of the strongest starter deck in the Rush Duel. You can fight me on that, but on my experience, Yuga starter deck is much stronger, and it's because of the Dark Revelation and Curtain of Spark. Those trap cards just make that starter deck strong. But yeah, this is actually a cool effect. Next, we have Double Doom Dragon. Now this is amazing card because this effect is you can get the trap card named Dragon Double Doom, which has an amazing effect, and we're gonna see it later on this deck also. So we have 2 copies of that. As you can see here, this is actually one of the reasons why I wanted to buy this deck. It's because of this spell card, Monster Reborn. This is an amazing card for Rush Duel, especially for this. So again, if you're not an OG Yu-Gi-Oh fan, Monster Reborn is iconic. The effect of Monster Reborn is you can special summon 1 monster from either player graveyard. You can special summon a monster from your opponent's graveyard. That's just cool. And now we have the Ultimate Blue-Eyed Legend, which is the fusion card for this deck. So its effect is, well, the requirement is none. So the requirement it's none, and then the effect is fusion summon a level 10 or a higher dragon type monster by sending up to 3 dragon type monster from your hand and or field to the graveyard as a material. This turn, the monster special summoned by this effect cannot be destroyed by our opponent card effect. So if you activate this, you don't have to worry about Bottomless Trap Hole or Torrential Tribute or even Dark Revelation, because Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon cannot be destroyed when you fusion summon using this card. Next is the Sanctum of Legend. This is gonna be the field spell, and if you don't know, field spell actually become an essential card or like a powerful card in the Rush Duel. So this card is, while this card face up in the field zone, face up level 8 or higher dragon type monster in the field gains 500 attack points, which means Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon will have 5,000 attack points, and face up dragon type legend monster on your field cannot be destroyed by card effect. So remember legend, which means Blue Eyes White Dragon can be destroyed by card effect, but Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon can. So next is of course Burst Stream of Destruction, iconic card. Burst Stream of Destruction is the attack name of Blue Eyes White Dragon, and its effect is if you have a Blue Eyes White Dragon on the field, you can destroy all monster on your opponent's side, but Blue Eyes White Dragon cannot attack this turn. And then Dragon's Inferno. Dragon's Inferno effect is if you have a dragon type monster, you can destroy 1 spell or trap card your opponents control. Sadly, Dragon's Inferno is only 1 copy on this deck, which is sad because destroying spell and trap card for me is an important role in Rush Duel. And then Dragonic Pressure. Now here's the thing, I don't like Dragonic Pressure in this structure deck because I think Dragonic Pressure is amazing if you have Sport Dragon Pitcher or Sport Dragon Slugger, because you can special summon Sport Dragon Pitcher, then activate his effects, then special summon Sport Dragon Slugger, or if you special summon Slugger, you can summon Pitcher. And if I'm gonna keep Dragonic Pressure in this deck, I think I'm gonna put Sport Dragon Pitcher and Slugger on this deck if you want to improve it. Then of course Trade In, another iconic card. Basically its effect is discard a level 8 monster from your hand, then you can draw 2 cards. So this is actually good if you don't want to use the legend card called Pot of Greed. Of course, Pot of Greed is let you draw 2 cards, but you want Monster Reborn on your deck. Because if you don't know, is you can only have 1 legend in your deck. It's either 1 legend monster and then 1 legend trap card, then 1 legend spell card is okay, but 2 legend spell card or 2 legend trap card or 2 legend monster is illegal because that's the rules on Rush Duel. And then next we have Silent Doom. Silent Doom is let you special summon a normal monster in your graveyard, but it cannot attack while is face up on the field. So I think this is good for fusion summoning, but again, you're just gonna special summon a normal monster in defense position. I didn't say that, but if you use Silent Doom, you're gonna special summon it in defense position, but it cannot attack while face up on the field. And then we have, of course, Trap Hole. Well, it's weird that OG fans grow up knowing the name of this is Bottomless Trap Hole, but in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Pedia, it's actually Trap Hole, only Trap Hole, and it's a legend. That's our legend trap card. Next will be another Blue Eye support card. This is called the Treasure of Eyes of Blue, which is of course the name of the Blue Eye support card in the Master Duel or Duel monster, like Maiden of Eyes of Blue. So the requirement is when a monster on your field is destroyed by an opponent attack or their card effect, special summon 1 level 8 or higher light attribute dragon type monster from your graveyard face up on your field. Then if you have a Blue Eyes White Dragon face up on your field, you can destroy 1 card on your opponent's field. Now this is a good card, and I did compare this on Transformo Arrive, because Transformo Arrive, if your monster has been destroyed by attack and card effect, you can special summon a normal Galaxy type monster with 1600 attack points from your graveyard and hand. It's almost the same with this, but the difference is Transformo Arrive to activate is you should have not have any monster in your field to activate Transformo Arrive, but this one you can have another monster on your field to activate this, which is good. And then we have Internal Freeze, which I'm not really that fan of this trap card, but the effect is the requirement: when your opponent normal summon a monster with 2500 or more attack, send 1 monster from your field to the graveyard, place that normal summon monster on the bottom of the owner's deck, which is, again, I am in the gray area for this. I might remove this trap card if I want to, because I don't know. It's a gray area for me for this trap card. So this is Dragon Double Doom. If you don't remember, I actually said the monster name is Double Doom Dragon, which is we saw earlier. So the effect of Dragon Double Doom is when opponent monster declare an attack while you have a face-up High Dragon or Dragon type monster in the field. So if you don't know, there's a High Dragon is actually like a new type of monster, I think, and the only High Dragon monster I know is Hyper Strike Dragon, Dragia Star F, and I don't know any High Dragon type monster other than that. But the effect is you choose which of your monster become the attack target for your opponent's attack. Then if you have 2 or more face-up monster with the same name on your field, you can destroy 1 monster on your opponent's field, which I think is kind of neat. I think I like this trap card. And then we have 1 more cards on the bottom, which is gonna be the promotional card. And let's see what is the card that I get for the promotional. And it's a super rare, the Ultimate Blue-Eyed Legend, which is kind of bummer, but that's okay. I'm actually hoping to get Overrush Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, but I think this is good. So before we end, I actually did skip some of the effect. I thought I'd go and say the effect of this important card on the end. So first gonna be the Absolute Lord of D. Absolute Lord of D have an amazing effect. So as you can see, Absolute Lord of D requirement: during your main phase, this card was normal summon or special summon. Excavate the top card of your deck. You can add 1 excavate level 8 light attribute dragon type monster. So it's either from this tree: Blue Eyes White Dragon, Blue Eyes Red Dragon, Blue Eyes Vision Dragon, and then you can add that card in your hand. And or if you also excavate the Ultimate Blue-Eyed Legend, you can also add that to your hand. And then the remaining, you need to shuffle those in your deck. And this is Node of Legend. Node of Legends, the requirement is during the turn you normal summon this card, send the top card from your deck to the graveyard, then you can add 1 the Origin Stone of Legend, which we don't have that card in this structure deck, but that's okay because it's either the Origin Stone of Legend or the Sanctum of Legend, which we have in the structure deck. And then if that card is in your graveyard, you can can put that card in your hand. And then next will be Soul Drake. Requirement for Soul Drake is during our main phase, this card was normal summon or special summon, send 2 face up level 4 or lower effect monster from your field to the graveyard, special summon 1 level 8 light attribute dragon type monster from your graveyard face up to your field. Your level 7 or lower monster cannot attack this turn, which is okay. I mean, you can special summon our Blue Eyes card. And then of course Dragoon, which I already explained the effect. Next, of course, Zanryu don't have an effect. And then let's now talk about this 4. So let's talk about first Ancient Arise Dragon. So Ancient Arise Dragon, the requirement is send a top card from your deck to the graveyard. Then the effect is gain 600 attack until the end of this turn. If you have a Clear Ice Dragon and Burning Blaze Dragon, which is these two. So if you have those in your graveyard, you can shuffle both into your deck. If you do, you can destroy one face-up monster with 1500 or less defense on your opponent's side of the field. And then next will be Ancient Arrive Dragon. Ancient Arrive Dragon effect. So requirements, send one card from your hand to the graveyard. Up to 2 face-up monster on your opponent's field loses 400 attack until the end of this turn. Then you can special summon up to 1 each of Clear Ice Dragon and Burning Blaze Dragon from your graveyard face up on your field. So now let's go to Clear Ice Dragon. So Clear Ice Dragon effect, requirement, place 1 level 5 or lower dragon type monster from your graveyard to the bottom of the deck. Shuffle up to 2 monster from your opponent's graveyard into the deck. This is actually quite good in the start. So if you're afraid that your opponent, which is using a 7-stroke deck, might use or activate Dark Revelation, you can use this and then reduce the monster on his graveyard. And if you do, you can prevent your opponent activating the Dark Revelation. Next will be Burning Blaze Dragon. Requirement for Burning Blaze Dragon, place 1 level 5 or lower dragon type monster from your graveyard on the bottom of your deck. Then you can destroy 1 face-up field spell card on your opponent's field, which is again kind of good, especially in Rush Duel. There isn't a lot of effect that you can destroy a spell card or trap card. That's the reason why I was sad that there's only 1 Dragon's Inferno on this structure deck. But yeah, this is gonna be very helpful for that. And that is for this video. I actually did buy 2 of this structure deck because how cool it is. At the same time, dude, Monster Reborn, it's an amazing spell card. That's why I bought it. And this is the very first structure deck for Rush Duel, and I'm just happy that I got it and I can use a Blue Eyes deck. And this is a structure deck for Blue Eyes, and I hope someday, because this is the first structured deck of Rush Duels. And yeah, I'm gonna end the video here. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and like this video to support my channel, and I'll see you in the next video. And bye.